Hey, welcome to another episode of the Unlucky Podcast with
Noah, Fitz.
and Buckley. Listen, folks, we're still working on the intro here, and that's okay. It's like wall ball. We're getting reps here, except with this, the reps have about 1 month in between them. I think professional podcasters might record a whole season in 1 week. We don't have the time or energy to set that up. So you have to deal with awkward intros like that. Is that right, Noah?
Yes, it is. Absolutely. I wish it was something I was better at, but
Hey,
you're getting
but
what
that's
you get.
this is a rep. Yeah, you get what you get, and this is just our rep. It's our third or fourth rep, aka episode. I'm a little delulu. It's 8:30 p.m. We just recorded an awesome episode. I guess today is Melvin Purdy from Memphis. A complete joy, a great friend, and part of the family, Tennessee hurling family.
One of my favorite people in Tennessee. Easily
Yeah,
one of my favorite.
he makes the whole state brighter. Super excited for you guys to hear that. Before we get into that, we're going to catch you up with what's going on in Nashville. I'm sitting here across the virtual table from the chairman of the club, but yeah, but I talk a little bit about it in the episode. But as just a member of the club, I'm stoked. There's a lot of things going on. From my lowly vantage point, there's traveling kits getting purchased and designed and voted on, and there's super exciting combo training sessions where it's for hurlers, camogie, Gaelic, and it's pretty well balanced. I went to my first one Sunday. That was a blast. Daryl ran it and seemed like he had assistant coaches almost, which was cool to have like some personnel. Fun activities. There was a tire involved. So that's pretty much what I can see. What can't I see, Noah? What else cool's going on?
There's a lot. I know. Even before we recorded, we were talking about travel kits and all of that. But so we're getting another travel kit this year. Shout out to our sponsor, Sullivan's. If you see Sullivan's at the bar, go drink it. It's delicious. It's really good.
Yeah.
If you see it in your liquor store or your beer store as well, go get it as well. Yes. We're also getting warm-up kits as well, which is the great Lost Patty here in Nashville is sponsoring and basically subsidizing the kits for us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. We're trying to vote on designs and stuff now. The travel kit, there will be less voting, and that's where I get to really throw my weight around as
Exert
chairman.
your will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So on top of all of that, just like everyone else that's out here, we've got a crazy month coming up with just all
Women's
these
History
different.
Month.
Yes, just with all the women's history that we're going to be, going and getting into this month, along
Good.
with St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. And aside from and what is the club doing to celebrate Women's History Month?
You say that kind of like joking, I know, but like we're really trying hard this month to start recruiting for ladies Gaelic football.
Okay, and for the record, I know I laughed, but I wasn't joking. That was a serious question. So thank you for
Yeah.
taking it seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Baylor, the vice chair, which we probably need to have her on here pretty soon. She's kind of taken the lead with that, and we're trying to help as much as possible. Like I told her, it's really hard for me to recruit women. Going up to bars and talking to women's never been a strong suit of mine. Even less trying to get them to play a sport. So
Yeah, if you're only listening to this, I do encourage you to check out the video.
yes,
Even just for a brief
Spotify and
segment.
YouTube.
Yeah, Noah's comments here will make a lot more sense. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm basically a swamp monster, the Irish swamp monster.
Yeah, you're so much.
I did trim my beard a little bit though, so I took a couple inches off not too long ago. But
I was good. Yeah, it does look kind of more normal.
You mean like taken care of, combed?
Yes. Groomed. Yeah.
Actually, a really cool thing is we have a minister from Ireland coming in um, to Nashville this week. Minister of Sports, Tourism, and I know I'm going to butcher this,
Mm.
but Gaeltog, and so a couple other things. She's going to be here speaking, and we're going to be talking with her.
Do you know her name off the top of your head?
Not off the top of my head. We're rocking and rolling as a club right now. Like our first match this year in football is going to be Cincinnati, and that's going to be April 6th. But Cincinnati's coming down here. They're bringing a men's and women's football team to play, and it looks like we're
Whoa,
going.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and we've reached out to Atlanta and to Memphis, and we have a couple ladies here that's going to play to get a women's football game as well. But so that's going to be big for us. I don't think we've had any only women's only sports played here in Nashville as far as the Gaelic club goes. Or no, we had a camogie team.
Gaelic
What am I saying?
football.
Yeah, in Gaelic football. I
Yeah,
know we've had
yeah,
camogie team. Yeah, yeah.
right.
Anyways, so they're coming down, and then the hurling team is going to Atlanta at the end of April, which is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, so big
Yeah,
things
y'all are
going.
cooking. I don't know if I was cutting you off or making jokes or something, but what's the St. Patrick's Week schedule?
So this weekend we were supposed to go to County Sumner Irish Festival, but with the rain that we've had, it's sadly gotten canceled. And then next week, next Saturday on the 16th, we've got the Nashville St. Patrick's Day Parade going through East Nashville, starting at 5 Points. The step off there is at 10 o'clock, which is fantastic. It's being ran by the Irish Network Nashville. By the chairman of that is a member of the Gaelic Club as well, Connor Doolin. And then we're going to have a little bit of time to go visit some of the bars and mingle. There's going to be a bunch of music playing down there, because there's like 5 or 6 bars really close and tight there in 5 Points. That's going to have us out there. And then at 2 o'clock, we are
Nice.
going over to East Nashville Beer Works, one of the greatest sponsors that this club has had, along with Lost Patty and Sullivan's. But East Nashville is the OG sponsor. We're doing,
Hmm.
St. Patrick's Day, I'd say a mini festival there. They, I was talking to Nate, weeks previous about what food we needed to order. They do a Irish breakfast pizza. And yes, if you have never had it, it sounds like it's terrible. But last year I think we started at 2 o'clock, and I think I got there at about 4 o'clock because I had to go home and take a nap because I might have overindulged in some liquid courage. And when we got there, they had actually saved a pizza for me, but they had actually sold out. So this year, Nate and the kitchen staff there,
Oh wow,
they've ordered like triple the amount of food they did last year, just because the pizza just
that's
sells out so
awesome.
quickly. We're also going to have a couple games up. We're going to have the hitting cage up. Every year we do a hand passing competition there, so that's going to be a blast. And then on Sunday, actual St. Patrick's Day, we're going to be at Geodis Park, doing demonstrations and talking to
Whoa.
all of the people out there. Geodis Park, for those of y'all not in Nashville, is our soccer club stadium, Nashville Soccer Club. In years past, we've been in contact with a lot of the supporters clubs, but hopefully this is going to get us in front of a lot more. Then after that, we're going to be at Lost Patty, doing typical St. Patrick's Day things, drinking pints and shenanigans. And then the week after that, we have an intro day, which is hopefully we're going to be directing a lot of new recruits and getting some new members of the club, getting them interested in playing. So
Yeah. we need to follow up on how that goes next episode and kind of the strategy and the funnel of St. Patty's into intro into what's next, Let's talk about that, or remember to talk about it. Well, again, we're so excited about this guest. I hope y'all enjoy it. And I don't know about well, I do know about you. You've got your fried chicken. I am now craving fried chicken, and if you guys listen to this podcast all the way, you'll understand why that is and probably start craving it as well. Don't worry, if you do start craving it and you're in Nashville or Memphis, you will get multiple suggestions about how to deal with that craving.
Yes.
Yeah, more than you need.
But definitely one of the best episodes we've done so far. We had a lot of fun talking to Melvin. It was a good time.
Enjoy.
Dude, yeah. And Eric has a soul patch now. His son.
Wait, Eric who?
His son.
Oh, okay.
He has like a soul patch now. He looks like dude. This is top secret information.
Okay, we're not recording yet. We are, but just pretend like we're not.
Okay, but he has a soul patch now, and he definitely looks like a dude from like Frasier. was like a white hood in Memphis.
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We'll try to get a link to a photo of that. Put it into the description.
Most certainly.
Yeah. Dude, I was trying to kick off a little.
Edit that out, please.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. I was trying to do a little research on you 5 minutes before you got on, and I didn't know this, but you're a famous TikToker.
Famous.
I'm not. I'm more popular. I'm more popular on Twitter.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that's where like all the viral moments come from.
Okay.
Oh, the boomer doesn't know the difference, so you have to explain that to him.
Yeah. I forgot. Twitter. Twitter's a website where you can write your thoughts. You know what thoughts are, right?
Is it like a blog?
That's those girls down in Miami, right?
You know what thoughts are? Yeah. Oh man, I might have to edit this out too. None of this is easy.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
It already is.
How's the baby doing? But
she's amazing. She's almost 2, and her balance is great. I was like laying on my stomach, and she was just like balancing on my big ass, which is squishy, and you got to really be sure-footed. She just hopped up there and standing, no help. It was crazy. It was like it seemed like some kind of training exercise, if you would like try to balance on a medicine ball or something.
Yeah.
So that's where she's at developmental wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Molly's good.
Yeah, she's great. Yep.
Good.
How about you? How's your family?
Mom's good. She's doing better.
Good.
Yeah, she. Oh yeah.
Good.
I think I told Noah this.
Okay.
Yeah, she had cardiac arrest.
Oh my gosh.
Like last month. Yeah, and like almost died.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so but yeah, they had to like resuscitate her. She was like gone for like 60 seconds.
Dude,
And,
I'm so sorry. Jeez.
Yeah, so she's doing much better. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. Glad to hear that.
Everybody's good. Club's doing well.
How is the club doing? I see y'all gotten a pretty decent women's team together.
Yeah. So this started. I think like. Go ahead. What's that?
I was gonna say pretty decent as numbers wise. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't you can't speak on this skill. Wait, okay. There's a lot of ways that could go. I guess.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna speak. I'm not gonna speak on it. I'm taking also.
Hey Noah, I just want to Noah. I want to give you a little reminder. Okay, it's March, which is Women's History Month, so I would like to be a little more respectful. That's your first ding. And while we're talking about months, I want to apologize to you, Melvin, for not getting you on in February, and
Well,
having to wait till March and everything.
Okay.
So.
That's what I want to talk about.
Okay.
That would have been cliche. I'm glad you didn't do it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
It was totally unintentional. We almost fucked it up. Almost did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, y'all got it backwards on purpose. Y'all put Marin on February.
Right. Yeah.
And put me on March. I'm cool with it.
See, we're on top of things.
Yeah. Versus monotony.
Yeah.
Oh. So Melvin, for everyone that doesn't know you, I know Buckley and I know you pretty well. Give us a little backstory on where you're from and how you ended up in Memphis, how you ended up into Gaelic sports, all that good stuff.
Okay. So I'm born and raised here in Memphis. Let's see. I live in a suburb, Germantown. Was raised there also. Let's see. Born on January 22nd, 1992. I'm 32. Just to let you know. What else we got? I lived pretty much lived all my life. I love it here. Like I know our city gets a bad rap, from others. We always hear, about this and that, but I never had issues here. Like I actually got my car broken into the first time ever 2 years ago.
Oh,
on Veterans Day.
What a great day for that!
And you are a veteran. You are a veteran.
A veteran in other things, not that type of veteran.
Okay.
But yeah, but I love it. I love it here. It's going well. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say that because I've lived here all my life, so I don't know like any major things. Like if I was like a transplant here, it would be different. But yeah, I have a little bit more.
I completely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Noah says he understands that. He doesn't. Noah born and raised too. So.
I thought you was from. I thought you. Oh, you're a Vanderbilt fan.
Noah.
Hey,
wait,
no.
You
don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to be putting my business out there like that, Melvin.
Wait, okay? You're actually a Vanderbilt fan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I said the same thing. I was like, by choice.
I mean, it's not anything I can do a whole lot of bragging about. We used to have basketball, and that's not even going great. Yeah. We had we had baseball for a couple years, and yeah,
You're always wearing that high vis UT orange.
So shout out to Hanes. They make the most comfortable shirts to work in, and for a while we were working in places where I had to either have high vis shirts or a vest, and I was not wearing a vest. So I ended up with this. I literally just got home before we hopped on. So yeah, it's a tough life being a Vanderbilt fan, but yeah. No, what I was saying is that I understand with growing up somewhere and not knowing how anywhere else is. Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
Except for Florida and Atlanta, and fuck both of those places. So.
What they do to you?
Yeah,
so much, man. So much. But that's a story for a different podcast, not this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think there's kind of a beauty in it, especially having been around so many transplants in Nashville. Mm-hmm. It's nice to know that people can kind of be born and raised and be happy with that and where they are and everything, and kind of like build the community around them over the course of their lives, know all the streets and never have to relearn anything. And I don't know, in an age where, we're talking across the state right now, but we could be talking across the country or the world. And so I don't
For
know,
sure.
that tightness of growing up somewhere seems really cool to me.
Yeah, especially like I said, especially in Nashville, I can like many times I've been there, of course, but it's like, well, the resurgence of like the past 10 years up there,
Hmm.
it's just so many transplants. I don't know, like one, like outside of probably you guys, you guys, I don't know any like person that's like been to Nashville all their life. It's like everybody's
Well,
just been like, everybody's from Virginia or coming up there trying to be a
Chicago. Yeah.
yeah, try to be a country music star or something like that. So I don't know like anybody that like knows like the culture of Nashville outside of the only thing I know about culture about Nashville is Titans and hot chicken. So
what's the culture of Memphis?
so let's have let me see. You got barbecue, known for that. Of course, known for music. Rock and roll, blues. Uh, some rap. Southern rap was honestly cultivated here. Honestly,
That's Project
like the
Pat
mafia.
territory, isn't it?
Yep, Project Pat, Three Six Mafia, Player Fly, um, Moneybag Yo Gotti, Young Dolph, rest in peace. Yeah, all that. Yeah, but pretty much music and barbecue. Pretty much those two things. People try to say basketball. We have a rich basketball history for the University of Memphis, and then now the Grizzlies past 20 years since they've been here. But I think it's more so just the fabric. If you just want to like get the meat and potatoes of the city, it's the music, and it's just basic. Most of the music, especially the blues.
So yeah, the meat is the meat, obviously, and then the potatoes is the music. Is that
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to put it like that, or you can do it like how y'all did me on the guests with me and Mary. You just switch either or. It's
Oh,
pretty
okay,
entertaining.
yeah, just switch them around. Yeah, interchangeable.
Fair
Y'all are
enough.
basically. I almost called you Merritt a few times already tonight. Yeah, it's just so easy to confuse you two.
Yep.
Uh,
Better than Marvin. I hate when people call me Marvin.
oh wow.
That's a pet peeve. That's a pet peeve of mine.
My opening joke was gonna be, "How's your cousin Brock Purdy?" I don't know. That was probably not good. You
I
know.
say that. I be saying that. Yeah, I used to, when I was watching at Iowa State, I used to say that.
Okay.
I used to
Okay.
say it's my
So
cousin.
you're
Yeah,
okay. You're even more plugged in than me. I only noticed him this year.
yeah. Right.
He's a good-looking boy. Got a hell of an arm on him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
But we're not here to talk
That
about
per-
American football.
that Purdy family's got a strong gene line. All pretty boys.
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Thank you.
So cute.
You're very welcome, sir.
Oh, man. I love y'all.
We love you too.
So Melvin, I know you've been a pretty integral part of the Memphis GAA. How'd you get involved with them?
So very interesting story. Back in 2016, August 2016, my dad passed from lung cancer. And it was like that was like my best friend and all that, and it was a very tough time in my life. Um, from that, even like just the whole like when he got diagnosed that January that same year until then, and then
Mm.
even after that, I was just sitting there just at home. I would just go to work and then come home and go to sleep or lay down and not do anything. And then a friend of mine, Emily Todd, who y'all probably seen and know of, she's in the club also. She posted on Instagram one day that I was like, "What's that sport?" And it was like it was kind of like soccer. It looked like soccer, and I was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "It's Gaelic football. We do practice." Um, on this day. It was on at the time it was on Saturday. It was just what at that time it was on Saturday. It was just coming up to the pub league season, and Emily was like, "You should come out next week." So what I did was I was like, "Okay." Not just I went to the practice that next week. Went there, saw Emily, played with met Dermot, who was our chairperson at the time. Even though he didn't found the club, he's like taking over for Jesse, a guy named Jesse. He was taking over for him,
Yeah,
who
what
at the
was his
time was
name?
doing a
Jesse?
Jesse.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he took over for him until Jesse got back from Maine. But anyway, I went to practice and I fell in love with it from right the first minute of first minute of it. And then the next week they was like, "Oh yeah, we starting our games, starting public games." Like literally that next week. So it's like a quick turnaround from like
Mm.
I just learned the sport the week before, and then I have to start playing in a real game. I was like, okay, whatever, let's do it.
Yeah,
And then,
we love doing that to people.
oh yeah, so yeah, that happened, and then yeah, it's been that was 2017, March 2017 when I started, when I came into the club, and I've been in it ever since.
Wow. That's 7 years?
7 years, yep,
Wow. That's awesome. Gaelic football.
yep.
Falling in love
That's,
instantly with Gaelic football isn't an experience I personally share with you.
hmm
Oh, and at some point you picked up a hurling stick. How'd that feel?
so funny thing, when I first picked up the hurling stick, it was at we was doing a recruiting event at over in the park, was a local park here in Memphis,
Mm.
and they was like, hey, we're gonna start playing this next season, and it was like they just handed me a stick, and I literally like took a picture with it, just like not knowing what the hell's going on, and I like I said, it took me a while honestly to get into hurling. Like I said, we did our first hurling pub league, because we were just doing Gaelic football at the time. We did our first pub league hurling, 2018, and
Mm.
it was yeah. So it was kind of I was still like not knowing how to play the game because I was super focused on Gaelic football. That's what we were doing. But I eventually like the more I've started doing it, the more it's like honestly now if you ask me do I like Gaelic or hurling more, I would say hurling.
Mm.
'Cause I like the mo-
Interesting.
I like the, I, as I like the movement of it. I like the movement of it. I think the movement of hurling is way more smoother and like fast paced. And I think like honestly when you play Gaelic, it's very especially like if you have a lot like I think a lot of people when they come into the sport they try to just play soccer style and just don't like
Guilty.
don't, yeah, yeah. I seen some videos recently of y'all practice. So I was, yeah, so I was, yeah, but like, no, that's not a bad thing. We play even more dirtier. It's
Yeah.
to this day, like I feel like I play like normal, and like everybody else, that's me and a couple other people, but I think a lot of other people just play like soccer style and just play like whatever possession they can get, they just hit it. Which is nothing wrong with it. The ball goes in, but it also
Yeah.
gets tough when you play like travel games and then you play like Charlotte and you get your teeth kicked in, which has happened to us plenty of times against Charlotte. But
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So when I joined in 2018, I only knew really we're at that point we were only hurling only, so I only
mm,
knew of y'all as a hurling club. I knew
right,
y'all did some Gaelic football for pup leagues and stuff, but yeah, that was the only time I'd seen you on the field was on the hurling field. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did well we did I think the first time we did our first travel thing was Tennessee Gaelic Day.
Oh,
If
cool.
y'all yeah, that's how I
Yeah, that
met
was
Buck.
fun.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah.
I first met Buckley, and yeah, it was us, no, us in Knoxville. We played hurling against Knoxville and you guys, but we played only Gaelic against Nashville.
Mm,
Yeah.
makes
So
sense.
yeah, and then yeah,
Yeah.
so that was like my first. That was definitely my first. Like that was my first travel anything. Um, yeah, that was my first travel anything. My first like hurling match, honestly, because I did not know what the hell I was doing out there.
I
I
remember.
did not know. Yeah, yeah. So, but Gaelic, I killed it. I killed it in Gaelic that day. I
Yeah,
remember that was one of my best games. But
yeah. That was a cool day. Do you guys still do both?
uh, we've been honestly we've been moving towards hurling mostly. We have a very few. We have like a couple people that just want to do Gaelic, but we
Mm.
have such a we're just trying to like honestly establish a base again, and we'll probably get into that a little later. Talking about that, we're just trying to like build our stuff back up because we had like retention issues because of COVID and among other things that took place. That's like extracurricular. You know, but
Yeah, you better be careful with me. I might ask follow up questions on stuff like that. If you drop any hint, if you go dropping hints like that, I'm like, I want to know. You know, if you got some tea, spill it, boy.
well,
Jeez.
if I a couple more glasses of this,
Okay.
might. But yeah,
Deal.
but yeah, we're going towards more hurling, honestly. Like when we travel, like past few years when we travel, we were just doing hurling, and I think we did like a couple Gaelic here and there, but we still play both in pub league. We alternate every Sunday between hurling and Gaelic football. So,
Nice.
mhm.
Nice. How are y'all's numbers looking for pub league? I know, like last year, the year before, y'all had like almost 50 people signing up for pub league.
Yeah, so
Jeez.
we started our pub league. Yeah, we started our pub league this past Sunday, which is great. It was a great turnout. So we got 36 signed up this year. Like
Damn.
I said, we still trying. But yeah, so we trying. Yeah, I know. So we trying to like build. We're still trying to build back up. I remember at the height, probably like 2019, 2018, 2018, 2019, we had around that 50 mark, and
Mm-hmm.
we could field four full teams, and not have issues with attendance or anything. And
Wow.
since then we had to like move down to two just to have a full squad. So we'll have to have any issues of forfeits and um, people that might show up hungover and don't want to show up at all, and anything that it's true. Like we play on Sundays, and people went out to Beale Street to Tin Roof or something. It happens.
Are
But
are y'all doing sevens or 11s?
we're
Nines?
doing eights and nines,
Okay.
depending on how the numbers are. Um, set we
Nice.
was doing sevens, just try to have the most minimum. But it became a point where so this one we was doing three teams like a couple years ago, and a team had to play twice in a day.
Yeah.
So yeah, we would have to do sevens, but then people was not show up sometimes, and then there would be like 4v6, and
Ugh.
it just like I was like, nah, this is not proper at all. Like, we always saying that. Even I think when I was chair, I was like, nah, this is not proper at all. We got to change this. So that's why we went back to two, just to have. So if you have 30 signed up, let's say 30, you have 15, a full team, two full teams,
Yeah.
and you don't have to worry about somebody not showing up. They'll switch over, anything like that.
It's so hard psychologically as a leader to deal with the kind of ebb and flow of numbers and
Hmm.
kind of like push through that and not get negative or think what are we even doing out here? I don't know.
Right.
Is that how did you deal with that?
Uh, it was very tough. because I'm such a perfectionist anyway in life, and you look back at that, and you see like people not participating in things, and you like looking down on yourself. It makes you feel bad. You like, all right, what am I doing wrong? Like, am I messed up? Is it me? Do y'all actually like me? I thought y'all loved me. And
Yeah, it's personal.
it got, yeah, like yeah, kind of like with me. I don't know about anybody else, but like with me, it's like I take things personal, like Michael Jordan on Last Dance said. But
Yeah.
it's very like derailing for you, and it's very hard to like get down on yourself, and on the and and on with the club in general, because it's just very tough that why y'all not participating, and we're here for this, we want to do this, want to do that, and I'm doing the right things, I'm telling everybody in advance on things, I'm doing proper training, I'm doing all this, and I'm trying to like get people involved, and then some people don't want to do anything, so it's like very derailing
Mm.
to you. But I know, yeah, it's very derailing. It gets tough. It got tough a couple times, a few times, honestly. So I didn't, I kind of didn't want to. I was like very down on myself. I was looking like, what am I doing wrong? And I'm like, I'm doing the right things. I'm doing everything that I've seen other leaders, two chairs did before me. So
Hmm. Yeah, no doubt you were. It's almost never personal and not about. And it's like, oh, I'm putting all this effort in, doing all these right things. I thought I was on the same page with all these people. I thought everyone
right,
wanted this to happen. I get,
yeah,
and if enough people kind of have something going on in their lives where they can't prioritize the club or something, and
hmm,
then it feels like it snowballs. Do y'all agree? Like a, attendance dropping feels like a snowball event.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I know for me it's always felt like, why is no one else invested in this as much as I am? Like,
hmm,
what's happening in your life that's more important
Right.
than coming
Yeah.
to practice and coming to games?
Look,
And then it's like,
I made
and
this
then it's
90% of my identity, okay? If you didn't like convert your whole being to the hurling club,
yeah,
like why'd you sign up? It's only
90
$20.
not 90%'s pretty low. I'm up in the 99 percentile of that. So, like,
yeah. I'm about the same as Noah. Like, it's like like I told you before this, I was just sitting at home. I was just going to work and going home, like, and then like I
Yeah.
probably go
yeah,
out once in a while. This is like my family. Like
Hmm.
these guys are like my family and my best friends in my life now. So it's very
No,
like,
that
all right,
resonates because like me and Molly lived away from extended family forever,
uh huh,
and that was the club. Jen and Liam were like our local family for years and still are. I mean, we're still
yeah,
the club's still our family. Having the kid kind of takes us out of that community for a little while,
hmm,
but that definitely resonates with me.
yeah, he
Like,
went and got a real family.
no, I'm just trying to add to the numbers. Okay.
we try to make some future hurlers
Exactly.
possibly,
Yeah.
or
No.
yeah, commodes. I mean, excuse me.
No. Yeah. She'll play. I'm sure she'll play both. Whoever dares to pick up a stick and step on the field with her, um, it's not going to be
That's
me.
gonna that's Man, that's gonna be so dangerous. And it's one of the one of the few things I'm really looking forward to in the future is seeing her step on the field the first time and shoulder someone. It's just gonna be that's gonna be good.
And seeing the joy on her face. I mean, it'll just be amazing.
Stunned like her daddy.
Yeah. Um,
Who is the only one I've seen knock someone out cold from a shoulder? Like, just
Purely
cold.
accidental. It was total.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
it was.
Oh,
It was accidental. Oh, not accidental. They were going in for a
yeah.
shoulder,
Right.
but the individual was out before they hit the grounds, and it took them a few seconds to get up. And they were like, "No, I wasn't. No, definitely did knock me out. No." And it was in practice. Like
no,
it wasn't anything.
That was a game. It was a game. That was a game.
Was it a game?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it was a game.
Okay.
I'm sure about that. Yeah,
I mean,
a public game. So like it wasn't a game that mattered. You know, like, but hey, we go hard here, Melvin. So
we do the same thing. Like there's been more fights in pub league than our pub league than anything. Like we like I'm like, can we do this and travel?
right, and
Like,
yeah, they go travel and are like super respectful and like, oh yeah, great to meet you. You know,
right.
well, yeah,
I got a story about that.
I know
that's not everyone at Memphis.
Trust me,
because I've seen Tiggs play, and that's definitely not him.
Yeah.
Nah, I got a story about because Nathan did did get a black card in y'all tournament a couple years ago. Yeah.
Oh, I might remember this.
No, it was a red. Yeah. And he just subbed himself out just like for the rest of the game. He was just like mad. So.
Is he the very large man?
Yeah, he wears 69.
Oh, okay. Say no more.
Which he actually retired. And gave it away in Derry when they went to the World Games.
Gotcha.
Wow. Wait, he retired the number, or he retired from playing?
No, he retired the number. So he did a jersey swap. Did a jersey swap with the St. Combs club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out there. Yeah.
He was a monster in Derry. Him and Jack from Raleigh, like that's just who I was aiming for the whole time, and it was hilarious because we were playing like some of these Central European and France teams, and he's so much bigger than all of those guys. He was just running through them.
He's unbelievable.
There was one game, I can't remember if it was Central Europe or France, but there was one game that he caught the ball and literally ran through like 3 people, just like it was nothing.
Do you guys
and
know
they were just bouncing off him?
What does he do to keep up his cardio? Because he seems to have amazing fitness for his size.
I know sometimes me and him like real close, like that's like my brother. But he does like jujitsu sometimes. He does like jujitsu sometimes he goes to the gym. But he does Nathan's like I love him to death. He's like he does everything. Lord knows he'll do he'll do literally anything. Like you never know where he's at any given moment. But he's very very adventurous person. So he like hikes, goes to camp and stuff, does like that. But I know during the week he's like sometimes go to jiu-jitsu gym or just like the regular gym sometimes. But that dude's a freight train. That everybody knows. Everybody like on the travel circuit knows.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, let's not leave yourself out, Melvin, because Melvin's the only person since I've started playing hurling that's given me a concussion. So.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Set that scene up for us. How'd that play out? Was that
it was Little Rock, and for some reason I wasn't in goal. I was playing out on the field, and we were both chasing a ball down, and Melvin went to go shoulder me, and I think I stopped a little bit too soon, and Melvin just, completely unintentional, not any malice or anything, but just clipped my chin through my helmet, and
damn.
When I came back to, I was walking to the sideline, and I'd taken my helmet off, and I was like, okay, I think I'm good. And then like months later, we were at convention, and they were given a like a little presentation on concussions and like things to look out for, and I was like, oh, that's where all those headaches have been coming from. Just yeah. I was literally sitting back and thinking, I was like, what? oh, this is making a lot more sense where all this is coming from. So
Yeah, that's so Raven flashback. Like he's like, oh, this is what this
yeah,
is.
yeah. Heather, at one point, Heather had a really good photo of it because she was sitting like right in front of where it
Yeah,
happened,
yeah.
and she was taking some photos, and it was just like a beautiful like, just like it almost looked like you just literally slid off my shoulder and hit me, and in the picture, you're like you're stepped in front of me, and my head's just completely turned like I was in The Exorcist, and I was like, man, that's a great photo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If she got there, send it to me.
Yeah, well, I have to go back and find it. Actually, that was a few years ago for sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'll see if I can find that.
Mhm.
So you were chairman from what time? What years were you chairman?
Uh, 2022, September 2022 to this December 2020. This past December.
Oh wow! So you're just are you still on the board or are you off?
I'm off. I'm fully off everything.
Okay, so you're
I'm just
recently
I'm just back.
out of leadership.
Yeah, I'm back to civilian life.
Okay, nice. Just handing out concussions.
Yeah. I'm a little bit nicer. You know,
Taking your points and handing
when I
out
was
concussions. That's awesome.
That's a
correct,
great
yeah.
shirt idea.
Right? Yeah. Who want what?
I I let the board know.
So how's it feel being off the board now? You got a lot of freedom
Uh,
now.
I think yeah, honestly, like I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed my time on it. For what it's worth, I feel like looking back on it more, I did well. I did a lot of things. Kept everything level, good morale. Publies went well, all that. I was just very like down on myself. Like we said earlier, I was very down on myself like a couple times where like I felt like things weren't going as well as I thought it should. As far as like think people coming to things,
Hmm.
people coming to trainings, especially trainings, because I feel we all know that's where your skills get better at. You don't get better in public games. You get better during training. And you have to come to training and learn these skills and then put them into the public games that we have every week. And honestly, people weren't coming to that as much. And then I like very down on myself, like what am I doing wrong? But after like looking back on it, and then what people would tell me when I left the board, people was well, not became chair anymore. Everybody was like, "Hey, you did well. I appreciate everything you've done." That made me feel good, afterwards. But I think now for my physical health and like my mental, I'm very happy I'm off the board and not doing chairperson anymore. I can just focus on playing again. And
Hmm.
'cause
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if you go through this. You went both of y'all were chair or now current chair
Yeah.
Noah again. I feel like every time before you played and you was and your chair, you gotta like go through not only the game, but you also have to go through. All right, this person needs waivers. All right, this person needs. Do we have enough equipment? Hey, do we have this? Hey, do we
Right. Is
have
everyone else
that?
doing their jobs?
Yeah.
And is everything in place?
Hmm.
There's no
And
pre-game ritual for a leader that's also a player.
exactly. Yeah. So I'm sitting there going to like for example public games and hey, did you sign a waiver? Hey, I need you. Hey, this person on the board. I need you to set this cones over here. Hey, you got to do this. I'm trying to like figure out how I'm gonna score points on
Right.
the field. So it's like
Yeah,
it's very.
and for people that might be hearing this and aren't in American clubs or in grassroots clubs, and you're like, well, why is the chairman playing? Look, there's not enough people. You don't really have a choice, even if you wanted a choice. Like for
Mhm.
one, the reason we're doing this is because we want to play, not because we want to
Yeah.
be the chairman or anything. And for two, there's just not enough bodies. So like every
Yeah,
board member better be playing too.
yeah. Well,
And
we had. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like I turned that into like some of my pre-game rituals, like lining the field out. Like I'd put headphones in, I'd grab a sack of cones. Hey, you guys grab this goal. Guys grab that goal. Like set it out, and then just I was listening to my music and like getting ready mentally for the game as I was just like dropping cones and would have someone start everyone getting stretched and all of that. But like it's a lot to just like you said, like hey, like is everyone even registered that's here playing? Like, having to
Mm-hmm.
go through that and everything, and then like takes you 10 minutes into the game to get even like really into the game and stop worrying about
Yeah,
everything else.
yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
yeah. It's so much. It's so much like going on in your brain, and then like then by the time you about to start playing, because you gotta get the hour 30 minutes to an hour before you get to the field to set up, and then you're sitting there like, okay, I got to do all this. Make sure this person who's new that a friend brought is registered and has waiver signed, and make sure he knows how to play because we now you got to teach the new person how to play on the fly quick. So
yeah,
it's a lot, but now I feel like very clear. Like Sunday was my first game uh since not being trained. I felt so clear and just focus on playing, and of course I'm still help out and set up. I'm not gonna be
yeah,
a hole and not do that. But it felt
Okay.
good. But no, I'm
You,
not. No, I didn't.
you
But
gotta take your hey. You got. You're not an asshole for letting the newbies do some work. You know what I mean? Uh, I definitely and if that's not true, I'm sorry, Noah, because I'm like definitely not setting up another goal for at least 2 more years. Sorry, Noah,
yeah,
but it's like when you've been hauling equipment for like I've been hauling equipment around since I was 19 years old, and
mm,
it's like damn.
yeah,
preach,
yeah. I had a
preach.
yeah, especially like the amount of gas I've wasted going back and forth to storage. I say 30 minutes. So all of our things that we do after uh, games are in Midtown Memphis, and like I said, I stayed in the suburbs. I stayed 30 minutes from those
Jeez.
places. So I'm going back and forth to all the time. I was going like, especially like when I was chair, I was going back and forth to storage, going to the field for practice, going to the field for games, and yeah, it's a lot.
That's an
It takes a lot out
amazing.
of you.
I mean, yeah, that's an amazing sacrifice of time and effort.
Yeah,
That's probably underreported for grassroots American clubs. Um,
For
I
sure.
I've not spent enough time in Irish communities to be able to put it in perspective, but I don't think there's 30 minutes driving very often, and you're
yeah,
doing
right.
it multiple times a week probably, and that's one way, 30 minutes one way, and then back.
hmm Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. But
Yeah.
I still love this club to death. I love the sport. But and I think like honestly, I wanted to leave, I wanted to stop being chair just because I feel like there are some people in the there's some people in the club that can like bring new ideas and new, fresh, perspective on, how we can grow. So it's all about like at this point right now, we're trying to like get back to where we were honestly in like 2018, 2019. That was like some of our best years as far as like, traveling and, competing and, just numbers wise. And I think we're definitely getting back to that. Our morale, everybody loves each other. We're like all a big family, the men and the commodes and the men and all that. So it's very like way better now than what it was, a couple years ago, honestly. And that's why I'm happy to like step back and let and now Brian O'Flynn's our chair right now. So he's Irish guy from Tampa, but he's a temporary guy. But he's gonna do an amazing job. He's already doing an amazing job. He's the one that's been working with the ladies team that we got coming up. So
Hmm.
I'm very excited for what they got to offer. And the whole board is like, not just him, the whole board is like very enthusiastic. Like our social media's picked back up. Our games and social events have picked back up, and everybody's like super involved with everything. So I'm very excited for the future. I know we're gonna do big things and get back to where we were.
We're Nashville's in a very similar spot right now. Like one of
Right.
the main reasons I agreed to even come back as chairman is because the other people that were running for board positions, were like, "Hey, we're going to be involved. This is what we want to do." And I was like,
Yeah.
"All right, as soon as that enthusiasm drops off, I'm out." But like, man, right now, it's been amazing being a chairman because I was talking to Buckley about this the other night. It's a different type of headache. When you're the one doing all of that, setting up the fields, going and getting the equipment, bringing it back, and dealing with the emails and dealing with all of this, making sure people are registered. It's
Yeah.
when you have a board that's really like everyone's pulling their weight.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm still getting 10 emails a day, but it's like the emails are like, "Hey, this is what I'm doing right here. Can I proceed with this?" I'm like, "Yep, sounds good." And then, 6 emails like that from people doing different things, and it's like, man, this is amazing. It's really good when everyone starts coming together. Our practices and stuff have been the same way. Everyone's really coming together, and I
Hmm.
think Sunday we had 24 people out at practice, so it was
Yeah.
just, which is huge
Oh,
for us. But yeah,
yeah. Our training has been amazing. Because let's see, like started February, we started training camp. So every Sunday before now we have Sunday games, but we was doing training camp every Sunday, and y'all probably know Liam Cole. Liam, he was hitting those training sessions. They were brutal, like doing a mile run around in the woods, and then all type of lunges and stretches and then like we didn't do a lot of like ball skills. We just did mostly like trying to get us back in shape, from the hibernation of wintertime. So
That
yeah,
sounds awesome. I went to my first training last Sunday, and I'm really proud of
uh
myself.
yeah.
Um,
he
it
did
was
great.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun, but it kind of felt same vibe, and I don't know. It was actually really nice to not know people. I hadn't had that experience much, but
Mhm.
I probably didn't know half the guys, and
Oh,
it's kind of a relief. Like when you're chair and leadership, it's kind of your job to know every single person, make everyone feel welcome, and that takes like a ton of social energy out of
mhm.
me, who's not naturally that. I'm definitely an introvert, so I have to work hard to go out and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Yeah, glad to see you here." Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
So it's awesome to kind of roll back into training and just keep my mouth shut and work.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
All right, Melvin, we're going to get to the $1 million question here now. It's something I've actually been pretty interested in, and we've briefly talked about it over the past. But how does it how does it feel playing Gaelic and being that it's predominantly a pretty white sport? How is you know have you had any bad experiences, or has it been good experiences, or just how's that going for
Uh,
you?
it's been great. Like, I don't think I never had like any terrible experiences at all. Like, nobody's never did anything disrespectful. Nobody ever said anything racist or any offensive, made any offensive gestures or anything. Um, I, about just being a predominantly white sport. I don't I grew up with all types of I grew up with all types of nationalities as friends, so I'm used to being around all types of people. And then like I'm very like well-rounded person. Like I like Future, but I like Incubus. Like I like all type of things. Like I like George Strait. I love Garth Brooks. I like I like all this stuff. So it's not it's all about people. It's all about what's in the heart of people. I don't look at
Mm.
color or anything. I don't care who you are. As long as you treat me good, as long as you're a good person, I'm riding with you. Um, but as far as like on the field, there's never been any issues or anything. This is a bit interesting story. So I know y'all remember I used to wear 42 on the field.
Mm-hmm.
So I did I
Yeah.
did that because I did that because so we picked out my first Gaelic club. We got our travel jersey, and they said just pick a number between 1 through 99. And I haven't. And it was looking back on now that I know the sport and watch the sport. It's like 1 through 99. It's usually one. All the kits are 1 through 15. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like why? Why this? And I picked 42 because I said I was the only black person in the club. And AKA the first black person in the club. So I was like, I'm gonna be the Jackie Robinson of the Memphis GAA, and Jackie Robinson only was 42. So I was like, I picked that. But other than that, like everybody's been super well. Everybody's been super nice to me and everything. Um, nobody's done it like I said. Nobody like I said before. Nobody's done anything, you know, disrespectful or tried to shoulder me and call me a name or something. But
Oh my
nobody's never
god.
done that. Nobody's never done that. So thank God. So but honestly, like Irish people are very they're they're very they're very like open open people and nice people. Honestly, nice people until certain situations. Of course, as we know.
Yeah.
I didn't know where you were gonna take that. Like Irish people are. Yeah, do tell, because I've heard you get all sorts.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting because you know I've had a few black friends that I've tried to get to play here in Nashville, and when it's just like me and them, like it's fine. Like it's
Yep. Hmm.
I've teached a few people to hit the ball and things like that, and then
Yep.
like when they see everyone out there playing, or I show them a video of it, they're like, I don't want any part of that. That looks, which to be fair, that's 99% of the reaction that I get from everybody. But
Yeah.
it's
Right.
like, with Nashville and I assume Memphis as well, being a pretty diverse town, like it's kind of frustrating that you know we're pretty much an all white club, and it's like
Hmm.
trying to grow is, it's like, hey, maybe we don't need to have all redheaded dudes that look like Buckley and I playing this sport. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and like I want to feel unique and special, and I don't need everybody to look just like me. So,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
a bummer.
right, for real. When I look around and I see just thick, white, pale calves, uh, you know that Irish calf? It's crazy. It's really a thing.
just just full of freckles and sunburn.
It doesn't go with any color socks or anything. It's just
Well,
You like
it's
the
kind of wild. But
yeah.
so Noah, you're kind of. It sounds like you're getting to like diversity and inclusion and how to
Mhm.
how do
Well,
we.
so where all of this came from, and Melvin and I talked about this earlier today, but like the motto, like the GEA has put out, where we all belong. It's like, okay, like that sounds great and all, but it's like, we're finally starting to get the numbers up for the women. It's like,
Hmm.
which is fantastic. I absolutely love that. But it's
Yeah.
like still like you go to nationals and it's like it's mainly just white. Like I think that's one thing like definitely needs to be like yeah, I understand in Ireland like it's a mainly white country, but like here, especially here in Nashville, Memphis, like
Hmm.
one like how I don't know how to recruit anyone else. It seems like where we recruit, at Irish events, it's mainly like white dudes that want to come
Right.
out.
Right.
And just as someone that's not in your situation, Melvin, like I wouldn't even know how to go up and talk to a bunch of guys on the basketball court playing because where we play at in Madison, they've got about 6 or 7 courts there,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I know
and
you're
it's
talking about.
just
Yeah.
like how do you go recruit those guys, or how do you go and recruit the guys playing soccer on the 3 opposite fields from us? It's
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. Like I don't have a good grasp on because I just don't. But it's like yeah, where we all belong, but it's like where you know is it is it everyone included? That's the reason I wanted to get your input on this. Like, have you felt included at all these tournaments you went to? It sounds like you have, which is a
Oh yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But that was where I wanted to go with that. It's just you know,
Yeah, it's I know it's for you. I know probably if looking in your shoes, like if I would go in your shoes for a little bit, I would, it would be like I know you'd be like, all right, how do I come up to y'all and not feel like I'm being corny and trying to get y'all to come play. And it's very,
yeah,
it's very hard. It's very hard. America in general is just like we deal with this for like in general, just as far as like trying to get the sport of hurling around for everybody. We're such a dominant, we're such a unless you're like Charlotte or Atlanta where it has a lot of Irish population, you're not gonna get a lot of people to come along. It's gonna be a tough sell, and it probably has been a tough sell for us because we're such a basketball and football and baseball dominated, you know, country. So it's very tough
yeah,
to try to like figure out, all right, how to get these people that always play basketball and try to get them to play this sport with a stick and you running for 40 minutes. So it's
yeah,
I know it's very it's very tough. Like to me, I like I told you before, I like to do anything. Like if it's interesting,
mm-hmm.
I'm a fall in line with it. And like we now have like in our club we have a couple like not just me, we have a couple of people that's couple of black people now. So it's very um like I said, it's still slow. It's gonna be a slow. It's always gonna be a slow sale for our people. So because we're such basketball and football dominated.
All right, I
Yeah.
guess
That
we're
was
we're. Oh, go ahead, Noah.
no, no. Go ahead, Bob. You're good.
Like it's a hard sell anyway,
Hmm.
Yeah,
but yeah, I guess just as a white guy, it feels harder to work up the courage to go and sell it to somebody that operates in a community I'm not familiar with
Right.
or speaks a language I don't know. Um, the prospect of that, uh, like, it's hard for me to convince most people that they belong with us.
Hmm.
Um, anyway, much less people I can't point and demonstrate, like, hey, you're just like us, it's like we
Yeah.
all come from the same neighborhoods and everything and
Hmm.
have the same like those could be misconceptions and just fears that are
Yeah.
in my way, or they could have some truth. I don't know.
No, it's real. Like you don't want to go up there. You don't want to go up there. I feel like also like you don't want to go up to somebody and start pandering to them too much and start like
Mm,
doing. stuff that's not normal and natural to you as a person. And, I think honestly, like people, like we actually like originality
That
and like
sounds hilarious. To I'm sorry
it
to interrupt,
is,
but it just kind of sounds hilarious.
it is,
Like
yeah,
I
it's
kind of
real.
want to see that.
I don't. You don't want to do that. Like it's not original to you. Like just be yourself. Like be
Right.
yourself, and
Totally.
just tell them what you want. And if they say no, they don't. But I also think the person that you're trying to get is has to be a special person, like a special person that likes to do everything, like doesn't care about, and like to piggyback off what Noah said earlier, talking about how he brought black friends to um try to get them to play. I brought a couple years ago, and they came to a couple practices. They enjoyed it, but they just couldn't stick around just because of they ended up moving like a month later. But those two people in particular were very like diverse and like the things that they like to do. Like they were just
Mm,
like me, just like they like to do everything. They'll do anything like as long as they enjoyed it, as long as it's fun. Um, even the people that we got now, the black people that we have now in the club are the same way. They're very like all around people. They have all this and
yeah.
all that.
You're saying well rounded and stuff like that. I'm hearing people weirdos that like that like fringe that like niche sports and fringe
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that crosses all race and cultures. They're out there, um,
for sure.
but they're not the It's like we are anybody playing hurling, Gaelic football, camogie. Still very much an early adopter, so you have to have like an early adopter mindset almost, and be
Hmm.
very open
Yeah,
um, to. And how do you filter for that? Like a group of 10 people playing pickup soccer, how many of them are open to a
hmm,
radically different sporting experience?
right.
Like,
Hmm.
Yeah, that's a. I think it's just a tough sell for anyone that's an
Right.
American to get them into the sport. I don't. The more I think about it now, it's like, yeah, if I was playing another sport next to a field playing hurling, I would be intrigued, but it definitely wouldn't be anything I'd be interested in. And I only got into it because I knew a bunch of you guys that played, and David basically handcuffed me and drug me out on the field. But so yeah,
yeah, that's the best way to recruit is just keep bringing friend after friend. Like that's how I feel.
Hmm.
Just
Well,
the
you just
word
got
of
yeah.
mouth.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just gotta. Well, you just honestly just like just gotta keep building. Like you said, you got to just get whoever you can. Honestly, like doesn't have to be. You shouldn't have to. Do a certain quota or anything like that. Not saying that, but like you just try like we're just trying to like build a sport in general in the U.S. and like
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's like the main goal. And if you do get more of us in, that's perfectly great. Like Knoxville, I can't think of his. I'm sorry, I blanked on his name. I was trying to think of his name when I was like before I got on here. The Knoxville guy is black. Uh,
Aaron.
Aaron, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I speak to him all the time at tournaments. We cool. But yeah, it's like that. I like to like if it's like I don't care if it's one. Like I'm happy about it. Like I'm happy to see it. Like even when Trevor came in our club, like we just hung out. We used to hang out just like at mutual friends. That's how we met at a mutual friend's house. And he came in and all of a sudden started playing like 2021, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm blanking out, Trevor. No, correct. He'll correct me later. I know he will. But
I'll
even
definitely hear
him,
about
like
it
I'm
as well.
absolutely, yeah. So, but yeah, it's like even having him in the club really has did wonders for myself. Is like it's somebody that I relate to and somebody I'm real cool with, and I didn't think he would ever play. I thought he would just be still a mutual friend of somebody else's, and we'll just hang out from time to time. If some the other guys around, but now he's in the club and like very invested in the club and very invested in our travel and all that. So.
Mm.
Yeah, Trevor and Aaron are both solid dudes. I got to
Yeah,
spend a lot of time with Aaron and Derry, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
spent quite a bit of time with Trevor the couple of times he's come up to Nashville, and then we all shared a house down in Tampa together. It was
Yeah,
a good time. So yeah,
I saw you cook for y'all.
he
It's
did.
like cook breakfast.
You know who?
Yeah.
You know who else could have cooked for us if they were there and didn't back out the last minute would be Melvin, but
I had the
that's
flu.
just how it goes sometimes.
I had the
That
flu
sounds
actually.
like an excuse. That's all I'm
Oh
going to
yeah,
say.
I
that,
had the
that, that,
flu.
that does sound like that does sound like an excuse because it's Florida and they don't believe COVID exists.
Nah,
Hey, let's not get political here, Melvin.
they only believe in God and guns down there. Trust me.
Yeah, God and guns.
And Gators, the three G's: God, guns, and Gators. That's it.
And Gator doubles for Gatorade. That's a 2 for 1. So
Oh yeah, good point.
Obviously. So Melvin, I know y'all have had in the past. You've had pretty good numbers for your pub league, like you had said earlier, and you're getting back up to that. How are y'all keeping members in your club now? Like,
Um, yeah, just off, just basically, like I said, morale is much better. Leadership really cares about the club and cares about its members. As simple as that. Nobody's bickering. It's not like a lot of drama and issues and things like that.
where was drama and issues, things like that? Was that what was bringing down morale,
And
or
a hundred percent.
okay?
Um, yeah, 100%. Like I said, a lot of stuff, like, we're adults and we're human beings. People gonna have issues, but when those issues from the outside seep into the members, when it goes from like two members that get into it, and it's like from two members and like it goes to four members, and then it like snowballs.
Yeah,
It does terrible for morale because like
you
you know
start clicking up.
yeah,
you start
everyone starts picking sides.
it was yeah it was some of that in it. Not to get too deep into it, but but deep enough. But yeah, it was a lot of that. It
Yeah,
was a lot of that, like stuff that was snowballing into from the outside into the club, and
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
not trying
we
to get names out of you or anything, but it's
oh yeah,
good. You know,
no gotcha
okay,
journalism.
right? Exactly. From a educational and overcoming adversity perspective, there's gonna
Mhm.
be drama, cliques, stuff like that, and
Yeah,
they can split clubs in two. We've seen it happen in other cities, and that can go on for
right.
years. So
Yep.
just kind of thinking about how you survive it, how you overcome it or deal with it. That's kind of the only way I'm interested in it. Um,
Yeah.
and then I'll have a private phone call for the nitty gritty fun stuff, but
But
like,
yeah,
yeah,
but just basically just all of us doing stuff together and like the social events that we do, like we try to like get more involved with our sponsors and like going to their not only going to their places for after games and stuff, just like we do every Wednesday. One of our sponsors, Celtic Crossing, has trivia, and we do that every Wednesday. It just be the core group. Our group name is Big Ass Truck. Our team name is Big Ass Truck, so it's named after the a local band here, and it's me. The core group is me, Trevor, and a guy named Bill, who's all in the club, and we all always go every Wednesday. But welcome other people to join, and then Memphis Made has trivia every Thursday, so people do that and everything. And then our group meet, like we have a group meet of our for our club, and everybody's together, and that's where all the like news comes through for our club. As far as like
And
about like current things.
is that where bringing everyone together, is that help?
Hmm.
Is that kind of what you're saying is helping morale and build and
Yeah.
bridging
Hmm.
those gaps and defeating? I
Exactly.
don't know. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, like I said, everybody like that, and then the leadership that we've had the past couple terms, uh, myself and Caleb, and then Brian is a great person. Like does a great job too, as far as like getting everybody together, and we're all like super nice. We all just want the best we all just want the best for this club. We want to grow. We're not here to. It should be like we're not here for drama or anything. We're here to play sports, hang out, be friends, and be a big old family. It's nothing more than that.
Love that.
Hmm.
So when are we meeting up in Jacksonville to play? Or not Jacksonville, but Jackson to play?
Mm, that's I want to do that, and that's something. That's something I like want to do too. I think that's probably well, yeah. We'll probably talk about that in a little bit. I want to try to get more like just like us and Knoxville to play more
Yeah.
against each other. We haven't played Knoxville since I forgot what year was that. We played at Memorial Park. That's what the name of that park was? That y'all practice at? What the basketball court?
Madison.
Madison Park. Excuse
Madison.
me. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we played. That was the Tennessee Hurling League. We played Knoxville, and we haven't played. I don't think we played Knoxville since that day.
Ugh.
So I kind of want to. I
They
kind of
haven't gotten any worse.
right,
They
right.
haven't.
So yeah, so I kind of want to like get like my wish is, and I know it can happen. I like to live off. I don't like to live off. Uh, I like to live like we're gonna do it instead of like we should do it or we might do it. I like to live on we're gonna do it. Like that's how you get stuff done. But I think like
Breach.
gonna we're gonna like get you got Nashville, you guys, and Knoxville, just all of us get back together, just playing against each other because it makes all of us better. Like we're all trying to grow our clubs and get better, and try to like run this southeast. So but
Yeah,
but
I've
that's
talked. Yeah, I mean, I talked to Brian a little bit earlier in the
oh.
year about getting a game together. Um, I think we might try to get Little Rock involved, and I don't know if we'll do
Mm-hmm.
Jackson or maybe Memphis, but I think we're getting a game on the schedule here pretty soon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, before it gets too miserable outside, so
Yeah,
or too miserable to play. So yeah,
do it. I love to do it here.
yeah. As
Ain't
long as we
no,
don't play on that field that's just nothing but rocks. I know we played there one year, and man,
oh, so that was a So we had a field. Our, we had a field. We had a previous field, but they ended up falling. They ended up canceling last minute or something, and then they was like,
yeah,
oh, we got this
Mm.
field, and then yeah, that was a mishap, but yeah, we're gonna make it right.
all right. So kind of to wrap this up,
uh-huh.
I know you're a big foodie. Me and you personally, we have a food list going on of places to eat in Nashville.
Yep.
Same with Memphis. And I cannot tell you how excited I am for you to come here so we can go to some of these places.
So hey,
Because a lot of them I just don't go to a lot myself. But
gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
right now, Melvin and I have probably a good 4 days of meals planned out that we have to go eat.
Wow.
Just different restaurants. I I'll occasionally get a message from Melvin being like, "You ever heard of this place?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I have. It's
Uh,
delicious. We'll add it to the list."
Oh, that's cool. I want to go out for at least one.
I miss you, dog.
Oh
Come on.
Yeah,
yeah, you're more than welcome to come.
let me.
But what's the best meal that you've had at one of these travel tournaments, or not even the best? Yeah, the best anything you've had at any of these travel tournaments.
Okay. This place y'all gotta try this place. It's like my favorite breakfast place ever, like in history of life. It's called it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's
Okay.
called Bramble Breakfast and Bar. So it's Bramble.
Okay.
Dude, this thing, dude, it's it's freaking amazing. And that's the only time I ever, well, outside of a mimosa. We'll have a mimosa at brunch, but
As
this
one
place,
does.
yeah, but this is the only time I ever had like actual alcohol in the morning, and it's a drink called the Bramble, dude, fire. And the whole menu is banging. The Bramble Bowl especially, that's my favorite thing. But
Okay.
Bramble's my one. Tulsa been having like every time I've been to Tulsa, it's been like good food. Like it's a place called Fat Phillies. So it's a cheesesteak place, as you probably guessed. Um, it's yeah, so it's great cheesesteak, and the most important thing is they have unlimited ranch. So you go to other places, you go to other restaurants. It's like just a little cup of ranch, you get a
Yeah.
little dollop, and you gotta pay
Yeah.
extra
Just
for
a
it.
little. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they have
49 cents for some ranch.
they have a whole ketchup bottle, like multiple ketchup bottles, like an arsenal of ranches, and you can get as much as you want on the
Oh
yeah.
man, I'm just
Uh,
gonna
there's
pucker
that.
up and squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Um.
So just a little thing about ranch. When I was a milkman, I was delivering to a private school, and there was this older lady. She was a cook for this school, and she would order like 9 things of buttermilk every time I was there. And I asked her one day, I was like, why are you ordering?" Like, this was like September, and she was ordering buttermilk. I was like, "What are you doing ordering all this buttermilk?" It's like, it's not
Yeah.
close to Thanksgiving or anything. She's like, "Oh, this is what I make my ranch dressing out of." I was like, "Oh, really?"
Mhm. Uh-huh.
And the next week I went back, she had me a whole plate of chicken tenders and just this homemade ranch sauce. It's the best ranch I've ever had in my
Mm,
life. And it was just a big tub of it. It was so good.
Uh,
I still miss
yeah.
it. Sorry.
I'm getting
I just
hungry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got
Oh, add
Zaxby's waiting in the kitchen right now for me.
add this to the list, Noah. We went here
Mm-hmm.
after the tournament last time we were down there.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chicken.
Reds.
Huh. I hadn't heard of Reds. Where's it at? Do you remember?
Right by Vanderbilt's right by Vanderbilt
Uh,
stadium. Right by Vanderbilt's football stadium.
yeah, on the
Yep.
Parthenon
Then
side,
Oh, really?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
right by where that bar was, I think. Oh no, never mind.
It's connected. It's a bar connected to it.
Oh, it's connected to spring water.
That's what I was trying to say. Yeah,
Okay.
very
Okay.
familiar with
Uh,
Springwater.
yep. Yeah. One side played pool while we was waiting on our food, and then we ate we ate at the bar. Yep.
Damn, that does look good.
Yeah, we'd go
Yeah.
practice at that park and then go into Springwater.
Uh
And
huh.
remember one time there's a couple Irish guys there. They look pretty fit. And they look at us, we're wearing some GAA stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, wow, y'all play hurling and everything? And we're like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, blah, blah. We got a club and everything. And basically they kind of laughed at us and turned around and carried on with their business or whatever. It's kind of sad, kind of a sad moment. But that's my most recent memory of spring water. Getting laughed at by some actual hurlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's those probably my top. I used to go to chain wise. If I go anywhere, it's Raising Cane. If it's a Raising Cane's in town,
Dude, we got one.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I know. I went there last time I was in Nashville.
Oh, okay. No, I'm thinking
Yeah.
of one that's like in Hendersonville. I don't know where the one you went to is. But this one just opened up, I think.
Okay.
There's been one in Bellevue for quite a while now. I think
Okay.
like 2 years or so.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Anybody knows me?
It's okay when
Dude, the roll. It was my first. It was literally a couple nights ago, and like I had their bread for the first time, and I was like, "What the hell? This is so good."
it's pretty good. Yeah.
And
Melvin,
one more.
Melvin. Now here's the question.
Okay.
And I know you've gone viral for your barbecue places and matching them up with NBA players and all that. But what's your favorite barbecue place in Memphis?
Barbecue shop.
Okay.
Barbecue
Is
shop.
it like
So,
is it like way ahead of everyone else, or is it just like it's a close first and second place? It's way ahead.
you want my top three?
Absolutely.
Barbecue. I say barbecue shop. Cozy Corner, which Cozy Corner is right by St. Jude Hospital,
Yeah.
and then my third will be Central,
Okay.
which they have a Central in Nashville now.
Ooh,
Do they really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where do you know where it's at?
I'm not sure
I've
where
got
it is.
Google, so okay. Yeah, I'll look it up. I have to.
But yeah, I think
Oh.
the Central. Yeah, if you go to Central, get their wings. They have some of the best wings
Hillsboro.
ever. Okay, that's what
Okay.
it is. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they have two here. But yeah, barbecue shop. They have barbecue shop has the barbecue spaghetti. I know you. I know
Barbecue
you
spaghetti?
Here's an idea: we do another episode with us three, and we all get barbecue takeout, bring it back to our desks, and record an episode.
Who's good? I tried Martin's for the first time at the Tennessee Virginia Tech game. No, Tennessee Virginia football game at the Titan Stadium.
What'd you think of it?
It was good. I was shocked.
Okay. Yeah.
I was
Did
shocked.
you say
I was
get-
like,
Did you say get
Yeah,
the wings at Central
Yeah,
Barbecue?
Central.
Okay.
yeah, get the jerk wings.
Okay.
Yeah, that exactly. Those things will change your life, but
I'm gonna be over in that area tomorrow too, so I'll report back.
Okay. Good.
please do.
You a drum or a flat man?
I like chicken. I don't care.
Good answer.
I don't care either or. I don't discriminate.
Fair enough.
I don't.
Fair enough. I've taken a lot of heat because I'm a drum man. I prefer drums over flats, and
All right, now,
caught some
if
heat
you
for
put a
that.
if you put a gun to my head, I'll say drum. And
Okay,
people look at me
okay.
like crazy. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a little gas station up the street from me, and the women there that make breakfast in the morning, they make really good breakfast burritos, and they make
Okay.
really good wings, and they fry the wings and everything.
Wow.
You take some of that like nondescript gas station hot sauce and put on them.
Dude,
God.
that hot sauce is good. It's probably
It is-
just Reds.
Yeah, and it may just be that, but there's something about it. There's something about just getting wings at 9 o'clock in the morning with
Oh
hot
yeah,
sauce on them. It's just, oh, it's so good.
that's
I
like if you get wings at 9 in the morning, you don't have kids. You may or may not be may or may not be married. It's like you're at a very specific place in life that is not dependent on age. You could be any age, but it's a specific kind of. If you're getting 9 a.m. wings,
yeah.
that's a certain person.
I
And
mean, if
it's fascinating that they're ready at 9 a.m. I mean, I'm impressed by that.
man, I cannot tell you the amount. So, like I said earlier, I was a milkman, and we were making all of these stops at gas stations like super early in the morning. I cannot tell you how many places had chicken, like just
Yeah.
mounds of chicken ready early in the morning.
I
Oh
love
yeah.
it.
And they're like, yeah, if you don't get here by 9:30, it's gone.
Oh yeah. I had a yeah. I got. I'm a delivery guy for a local snack company, chip company here in Memphis. I'm a sales guy, and I have to go to all these gas stations, and you see like not only biscuits ready in the morning, but like
Oh my gosh, that's got to be
mounds of
so
chicken,
tempting.
mounds of chicken tenders, mounds of chicken wings. Well, I'm on Lent right now, so I can't eat fried food. I gave up fried food for Lent.
Oh
I'm a
my
Catholic.
gosh,
I can't.
dude, I'm Catholic too.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah.
think I
So
think Noah is technically as well. Are you Noah?
I was raised Catholic until about high school, and then I switched over to Southern Baptist,
mm,
and
Okay.
kind of not not pretending, but to get into the AOH to be more a part of the Irish community here. I told them about my Catholic background, and they let me in. So
Okay,
yeah,
and obviously they're not listening to the podcast. But
no,
well, the good
they
news is,
they they still think we play rugby.
oh, okay. Well, I think the good news is that you don't get a choice in Catholicism. Once you're Catholic, you're always kind of Catholic.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
It's like
you're
being a
actually
Marine.
right, right.
yeah.
So, um, fried food. That's a good one. I never thought of doing fried food.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
but
try to
my
get
thing right now is on Fridays. I'm going and getting fried catfish. So
right.
that
Yeah,
that feels pretty indulgent for a Friday
yeah,
meal.
yeah.
It's like,
Well,
4 pieces of catfish, please.
but I try to bake. I try to get like blackened or like a
Okay,
bake. Yeah, to
that's
try to
good.
do it like that.
Yeah.
But we only have one more week of Lent, so we're good.
Yep.
TikTok, baby, TikTok.
And
Pollo
it's the day
Camp.
after, and it's the day
I just
after St. Patrick's Day.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, huge celebration for the whole
Mm-hmm.
week. Y'all said so many cool restaurants. I just want to throw one I've enjoyed recently that is a chain. Um, Pollo Campero. Do you know it?
Uh-uh.
I don't. Is this some Goodlettsville bullshit?
It's in Madison, actually.
Okay, okay.
It's good. I
Okay.
think it's good. So I'm mentioning it because I want y'all's opinion.
All
So
right.
Noah, it's in Madison. I don't know if there's one in Memphis.
Nah.
Pollo Campero.
It probably.
Yeah,
Nah, I haven't heard of it yet. I know. Yeah, I would have heard about it.
I would have heard about it.
Yeah.
I've got my
Well,
finger
I'm
on the
off.
pulse
Yeah. I try to keep. Yeah, I try to keep my finger on like the pulse of my city. So, but
of the
yeah.
chicken. Yeah, specifically as well.
But there's everything. Hell, it's a we just opened it. They just it's a Texas barbecue spot named Bang here. I have to try.
Ooh.
Called Bang Barbecue. It's in right in Coupions, like it's like close to where we do everything at. It's like down street from Celtic, so I'm gonna try that probably. I'm on vacation next week. I'll probably do it then.
Nice. Well, I hate to cut us off. I know our listeners love hearing about the food we stuff into our faces, but if we let this thing go past an hour, more past an hour 30, I'm gonna have to edit, and I hate editing.
Yeah, we can't do that.
I'm sorry.
Melvin, it's been fantastic talking to you. Next time we're in, we'll all three get together and go eat lunch, and we'll record a podcast while we're eating.
I
Maybe
respect that.
maybe
Great.
maybe we'll go to 400 degrees or Bolton's and do some
Okay.
do some hot ones podcast. So
I
That'd
like
be
that a
fun.
lot.
yeah,
On a real note, Melvin, I don't even know if you remember, but a couple years back when I lost my dad, we were at the bar and you basically
Hmm.
gave me a hug and said you'd been there too, and that's all you need to say. And at that time, I just needed to know anybody that was going through losing their dad and kind of being the mom's son, and I was just going through it, and you gave me a hug,
Yeah.
and it stood me up for longer than you know. And I just want to say thanks.
Oh, man. It's no problem at all, man. Like I'm out, like going through what I went through. Like I'm blessed to help people out that been through the same things that I've been through, and like can comfort them anywhere I want to. Anything they might need. And like that night, I remember that like it was yesterday. Like it was after it was after one of the New City Invitationals,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember Noah was in convention in Charlotte, and he was
yep.
coming back. Yeah, but yeah, I remember like just like you come because I hadn't seen you in a while, and then like that was after I heard about your father passing, and I like came up to you and like told you about that. I was like, I had to like, I always do, I do it to everybody, but like with you, it was like that was like very special, And I really appreciate you like remembering that, and, like really appreciating that to this day. So,
Yeah, I think about it a lot and try to pay it forward to other folks, just like you said, going through it.
hmm
But yeah, that's all. We can get back to chicken jokes and everything, but I just want to say that.
no, I appreciate it. I'm glad you appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Well, Melvin, buddy, we need to, like Buckley said, we need to cut it here pretty soon. But
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to say we love you, man. So glad we know you, and we'll see you here probably in the next couple months here pretty soon. So we'll
Oh
see you
yeah,
out there on the field.
absolutely. Yes, sir. I love y'all.
Love you too, man.
Love
Love you
y'all.
too, bud.
See ya.
See you, man.